Carnivore Queen. It has been a long time since I've done a video. I have been super busy. I have been dealing with school starting and preschool starting and some work things, and I just have not had a second to sit down and do a video. But I want to do a video today just to kind of give you a little update on my life and to talk to you about interstitial cystitis, which is something that I used to have. And I say used to have, I don't have it anymore. It's gone, it's completely gone. My symptoms are gone. I am not in pain anymore from it. I do not go to the bathroom 25 times a day. I don't go to physical therapy anymore for it. I don't have painful procedures done. I don't live my life looking for the next bathroom. And I'm free to live my life and not worry about my bladder and how that's going to control me. This is going to be controversial because this is such a weird new, that's not weird if you really do the research behind it, but what cured my interstitial cystitis is the carnivore diet. And that's when you eat mostly, well, meat-based. So like I only eat a handful of things, pretty much beef, butter, eggs. I don't do pork only because I tend to react to the processing of pork. So like I can't do bacon because they put some sort of like spices and things in it. Everything I eat has to be completely plain. I use salt. I eat chicken, not very often because it doesn't really fill me up. I eat shrimp. I don't eat fish very often, but when I do, I have cod. I also eat sardines, and my husband eats a can of sardines every single day, and he swears that that is what is the miracle food out there. But anyway, that's for another video. Today I just want to talk about interstitial cystitis and how the carnivore diet cured interstitial cystitis. There's not a lot of research on this. There are several drugs that are prescribed for people that have IC, and I'm just going to call it IC from this point forward because it's a lot, it's a mouthful. I was prescribed, I don't know, 6 medications, I guess. One of those being Elmiron, Elmiron. That is actually under class action lawsuit right now because it's causing all sorts of health issues for people that have been taking it. I think one being like vision loss. Yeah. Oh, and P.S. I used to pay around $600 a month with insurance for that medication. And I took it every day because I thought that would totally, that would be the cure. That would fix it. I also was prescribed gabapentin, phenazopyridine, which is like azo. It like, kind of like numbs your urethra. Darcoma, I don't even think they prescribe that anymore. Did I say gabapentin? Yeah. Neurontin, is that the same thing? I don't know. You get to where you're taking so many pills a day, you forget what all you're taking. Anyway, so I went on this crazy carnivore diet with no intention of fixing my interstitial cystitis, and guess what? Not only did I lose over 60 pounds, it totally erased my interstitial cystitis. And I had Hunter's ulcers, which look like broken blood vessels. I've actually seen a picture of the inside of my bladder from when I had they call it a cystoscopy, which is when they take a scope and go into your bladder. Yeah, I had that. And I always had blood in my urine. That was a normal part of my life. I've had IC since I can remember. As a little girl, I remember going constantly to the doctor, and then they would, take a urine sample, and go ahead and just give me some antibiotics to get me out the door. Then they would call back the next day and say, well, the sample was negative for bacteria, but just go ahead and finish up the antibiotic. Yeah, that had a lot of consequences. So I had a very rough childhood. I was sick to my stomach pretty much every day, most of the days. I grew up on Pop-Tarts or Frosted Flakes for breakfast, Sprite, skim milk, McDonald's, things like that, ramen noodles, peanut butter and jelly. And I was a very thin kid, and nobody ever thought twice about any of that food and how it affected me. Anyway, that's for another video. This video is about IC and how it's all your diet that's causing it. My diet, by changing it over from a standard American diet, I went to keto and then I went to carnivore. It was not an overnight thing. I'm not saying this is an easy thing. I'm just saying there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope, okay? If you're in an IC flare right now, I know exactly where you are, and it can really mess you up and put you into a spiral of depression. And you will think to yourself, is this ever gonna go away? I mean, it's a chronic, painful experience. When you eat carnivore, your body pretty much heals itself. It's the most anti-inflammatory diet. IC is pretty much all inflammation. And every time you eat or ingest something, I mean, for me, I can't even take multivitamins. Those would bother my bladder. Chewing gum, sugar-free creamer that's in the coffee, tea. You talk about, holy cow, going into a bladder spasm after eating tea or drinking tea. Woo! Alcohol, forget it. I'd be out for a week with just the most insane cramping. I would have to sit in the bathtub of warm water and just cry. And I know there's people out there that know what I'm talking about. It's like you get to where you're like, I don't even know what to do. Like, this is so painful. So I eat this carnivore diet, and it sounds crazy, but I truly believe that it healed my bladder from the inside out. And I'm very passionate about spreading this message because it is not talked about. Right now, if you look up interstitial cystitis, if you Google it, it's like, there is no known cure, nothing like that. There's just medications to help manage it. One thing I will say is IC is more common in fair-skinned people, and especially redheads, and I fit in that category of fair skin, but also Northern European descent. That's also something that I've learned along the way with talking to different practitioners that work in urogynecology, things like that. So anyway, I plan to do a lot more videos on interstitial cystitis, and I am very excited to get my message out that the carnivore diet cured my interstitial cystitis. So anyway, my life update. Yeah, so I've been super busy. I haven't been able to post a whole lot of stuff. I apologize. I can't get to every email. I'm a human. I don't have a whole lot of help. So please bear with me and just hang on for the ride, and we'll get through this together, Oh, I've heard that before. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and please subscribe to my channel and like it and do all that stuff that you're supposed to do so that I can, do more videos. Anyway, I will talk to you in the next video.